You know what's going to cause all-time highs very, 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 very soon? This one thing, $1.5 billion of shorts. I'm going to share with you this, but first you have to listen to what's going on in Turkey. Right now, inflation rate goes to over 75%, actually 75.45% annual inflation in May. So people are getting absolutely annihilated by out of control currency printing from central banks. This is a common theme around the world. If you don't believe me, here we go. This is coming from the UN, which says global public debt has hit a record 97 million, no, billion, no, trillion dollars in 2023. Developing countries are hit hard, pretty much hit the hardest. So what's happening right here? Countries, central banks around the world are printing so much currency. It's a race to the bottom essentially right now. And there's a lot of these developing countries that owe a lot of money to the IMF, International Monetary Fund. If you don't know what that is, do some research. Very important. Okay, so what's going to happen? This is going to continue and continue and continue. It doesn't matter who gets elected or whatever. The global debt is going to continue to increase. It cannot stop. So what happens if it stops? Well, you destroy these currencies because they are debt-based currencies. Say, for instance, you live off water, right? So if you don't drink water after 4 days or 5 days, you die. This is the same thing with a debt-based currency. If it doesn't receive more debt, it needs to feed off debt, it dies. Moving on, we have Bloomberg reporting that almost 2/3 of Americans are considered middle class say that they are facing economic hardships and don't anticipate a change for the rest of their lives. These Americans are very correct because nothing is going to change the fact that the Federal Reserve, the unelected Federal Reserve, is going to keep printing and printing and printing. I know I sound like a broken record over the years, but I've been correct every freaking time, guys. This is how the world works. Moving on, we have Blackrock and Citadel plan to launch a new national stock exchange in Texas to compete with the New York Stock Exchange. Oh my gosh, can you imagine the amount of manipulation that's going to be going on a daily basis? I mean, if you think the New York Stock Exchange is bad, wait till this happens. Lastly, let's check out Willy Woo's tweet on Twitter. He says, tapping 72,000 is the fuse that is set to start liquidation cascade. What is liquidation? It means people losing their butts because they've leveraged too much. This is people that are borrowing money that they don't have, and the price goes the opposite way that they thought it was going to go. So this time, the price going up is going to put $1.5 billion of shorts getting absolutely obliterated. So these liquidations would happen from $72,000 to $75,000 for Bitcoin. So once that happens, once $72,000 happens, that's going to cause enough liquidations to further the liquidation snowball effect. You know what I mean? So some people have to cover their position and buy, which means that the price rises even more, and then all the other guys get absolutely obliterated. But the thing where I'm a little concerned about, and if you are part of learningcrypto.com, home of the CT Club, this is where I get my trade alerts, our portfolio dates, and I give you, like I did a market update today that I'm worried about the amount of leverage in Bitcoin right now. Now that we've gone from like 69,000 to over $71,000 at this time right now, what it's at. The amount of leverage in the system has gone really high. So what does that mean? It means hopefully that there's not a lot of longs out there that are leveraged. Hopefully it's shorts. So longs is people betting the price is going to go up. Shorts are the people that are betting the price is going to go down. So I'm hoping that a lot of these longs won't get liquidated and that we can eventually bust through all-time highs fairly soon. Because if, for instance, you know how fast Bitcoin price can go up. This could go up massive, like ridiculously fast. and which would be very exciting to see all-time highs. Let me know what you think with your comments below. Tell me if I'm wrong with my open interest concern, because a lot of people think, okay, it doesn't really matter that much, but I actually do think it matters, because I think one of the reasons why we rose from $53,000 to over $70,000 was simply because open interest was actually going down. So the amount of leverage in Bitcoin was actually going down as the price rose, and that was a very, very healthy rise. You don't want a lot of leverage as the price goes up, because that gives whales a lot of wiggle room to smash the price. That's why you have these massive price spikes and spikes up as well. So anyways, that's all I have. Please like and subscribe. And if you want to check me out on Twitter, @SirCryptoTips. All right, talk to you soon. Bye-bye.